All right, 7 o'clock. Let's start the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance. Flag. Stand. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, we got more people in the house than normal, so I'll go over the administrative stuff. You've got an exit over here and the exit you came in. This building does have a generator, so in case power goes out, we will take a couple minutes or seconds for the generator to come on. Also silence all your electronic devices so you don't interrupt the proceedings. We will be following the rules of procedure approved by this board earlier this year. With that, we start with the approval of the March 4th Planning Board minutes. Anybody have any comments, questions, concerns? Do I have a motion to approve? Moved by Adrian, seconded by Regina. Anybody else have any comments? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Okay, they're approved. Legal notices were published on March 11th. Order of business will follow the agenda that's over on the table. First one is a continued public hearing of PB 2026-0101 and 0102, Farmington Meadows. Come on up, tell us what's going on, and we'll go from there.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. My name is Ed Martin. I'm a licensed engineer with Pastoral Associates representing Farmington Meadows and their application before you. Also in attendance tonight is the owner's representative, Mark Eagles. In the event that you ask a question that's best answered by him, I'll invite him forward.
Okay.
The board will recall we were here just a couple of weeks ago to kind of kick things off. And the board asked for a couple of things. One was a loading area for the senior apartment building. We've added those to the plans, and we have distributed updated plans to the town to show that it's at the northeast corner of the building to allow loading and unloading for any residents moving and moving out of that building. The second thing requested was a turning maneuver analysis for all the key intersections for the fire department. Provided a hard copy to fire marshal.
Okay.
And demonstrates safe turning movements throughout all of the intersections. We have had conversation with the town engineer. We do have several comments to work through. I would classify them as technical in nature, not affecting any of the planning decisions tonight. So we're here tonight seeking any feedback and respectfully requesting a negative declaration for secret.
Okay.
So with that, I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Certainly. Turn it over to Paula. By the way, Ron, if you've been here before, Ron is maybe on the call. Ron, you on the call or on the called in? I don't think so. So, but Ron's not feeling well, so.
He was attempting to log in for.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried to log in, but couldn't do it, so I have to do it on the phone.
That's all right. We got you, bud. Okay, I'm going to let Paula go, and you can speak up if there's anything else you want to add, okay?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, Paula.
I guess I'm not sure if he wants me to go over the. Ron, do you have anything that you?
Anything special you want to go over, Ron? On this one, this is the Farmington Meadows.
No, the parts 2 and 3 of the full environmental assessment form leading to a recommendation for a determination of non-significance.
Right.
Have been provided with a resolution setting forth those reasons defined under seeker. And the next step, we just received some, it is for you to make a determination of significance, open the public hearing and take testimony. I'm recommending we continue this to April 1st to give us time to review the latest comments received from MRB as well as the county planning recommendations and There was a report there from MRB on the water hydraulic analysis that just came in yesterday, I believe.
Right.
I don't think we've had time to review that yet.
Okay.
All
All right. Yeah. So we have three. We have three resolutions. Resolutions,
Yep.
Ron. One for 101, one for 102. Those are both accepting the parts 2 and 3, as well as saying that there's no significant
Right,
and neg decking them both.
right.
And then another resolution to continue this till April 1st.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Paula?
Don't have anything else to add.
Engineering.
Yes, MRB Group did issue a letter dated February 16th. We've been working with Ed and his team on the comments. They're working through them. One of the things that we were asked to do is update our hydraulic analysis that we did prior to
Yes.
the project coming forward. Because the project, the design has changed somewhat since conception to now.
Mhm.
That letter is what was issued yesterday. That letter had to go through town staff to get water and sewer departments approval on the contents of our letter prior to distributing to everybody. That's why it's kind of come out late. It wasn't necessarily intended to be discussed tonight in thorough
Yep.
detail or not. So that letter should be able to be provided to Ed tomorrow and his team, and then they can update the plans to accommodate the town's concerns regarding water connection. Due to hydrology, due to the pressure zones, we had to distribute water differently. So his team's aware of that. They're going to update the plans to accommodate that. We should be pretty good.
Okay. All right. Fire.
I just gave the semantic to the chief. Now,
Okay.
You're drawing for the fire truck. You're using an E1 generic fire truck. We don't have one. We have,
I'll get you one.
well, we would love that. That would be wonderful if you could. We actually have a 2000 Pierce dash, and the length that you're using is 40 feet. Ours is 47 feet and 6 inches. Wheelbase is 264 inches. And then the inside turning radius is 25 feet, 1 inch. The curb to curb turning radius is 41 feet, and the wall to wall turning radius is 47 feet, 7 inches. Which is gonna change this plan a little bit for driving around that parking lot of the senior home.
We'll get an updated vehicle for that and provide you an updated plan.
And then the other thing is, you would have an updated, water plan for the hydrants and all that. Because they're not parking lot.
They're being updated right now.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, Chief. Let's see. This is a public hearing. So tonight we're looking at three things. We're looking at seeker, well, we're looking at two seekers, and we're looking for preliminary site plan feedback. We are going to hold this over till April 1st. So does anybody have any comments on this application? Anyone have any comments? How about online? Anybody online have any comments about the Farmington Meadows application? Okay. We'll turn it over to staff. We've got three resolutions, two seekers, and the laying it over, or the continuation, I'm sorry, of the public hearing. Anybody have any comments, Tim? Doug?
No, but back to my comment though before, I was looking also like at the grocery store, maybe the office building for the loading spaces as well. Just, I know you always probably don't know what's going in there at this point,
Yeah.
but just so that we have some place that can accommodate that, you know, for whatever the future kind of be.
So I would ask that maybe whenever we get to the point of making the resolution, that be included, because when we don't have any details on the commercial, we'll come in with details of tenants for that. So we're happy to provide it. We just kind of throwing darts in the dark.
Yeah, it's concept at this point, but just wanted to make sure that. You know,
Yep.
'cause,
So I would just ask that the town include that in the resolution, so it's a matter of record, and if we follow through at final.
Exactly. Yep.
Thank you.
Wait. Adrian? Regina? And I'm good as well. You're okay with the resolutions that you saw?
Yes, sir.
Okay. With that, do we have 2026-0101, the seeker? Do I have a motion to waive the reading and approve that resolution as presented? Moved by Doug, seconded by Regina. Anyone else have a comment? Clerk, take a roll call vote, please.
Linda Lucia. B. Gina Souza.
Aye.
Adrian Bell.
Aye.
Ed Henson.
Aye. Okay, next we have PB 2026-102, same thing, seeker determination of non-significance. Motion to waive the reading and approve this resolution as presented.
So moved.
Moved by Doug, seconded by Adrian. Any other comments? Clerk, take a roll call vote.
Alicia? Steve? Aye. Aye.
Aye. Okay, we got seeker done. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to continue the public hearing. We didn't have any other comments, but we will still continue it till April 1st. Do I have a motion to waive the reading and approve this resolution as presented? Motion by Tim, seconded by Regina. Any other comments? Clerk, take a roll call vote, please. Aye. Okay, we're good to go. Thank you very much.
For your time, I appreciate it.
Yep. Okay, next item up is BB 2026-0201 and 0202, Farmington Volunteer Fire Association preliminary site plan and special use permit applications. I believe we have in front of us we have a draft resolution for seeker determination or designation as lead agency and directing preparation of the part 2 and 3. So go ahead and tell us what's going on here.
At Joe Ferrari from our Beauty Group. Well, in the crowd, we have Scott Parker, who is the vice president.
Ed, you can't hear him.
Uh-oh. Shouldn't have to. Go ahead and try it again. See what you can do here.
Scott Parker, vice president.
Can you hear it now, Ron?
Not very well.
Is there a volume up there?
All right, try it again.
We have Scott Parker.
Can you hear
Better.
that, Ron? Okay, better?
Better, yes.
Okay.
We have Scott Parker, who is the vice president of the Fire Association, as well as Dan Walton, fire chief.
Okay.
We're here tonight to formally introduce the proposed improvements at Station 2 on Hook Road and to ask that the board designate lead agency for the project. I'll give just a brief summary of the project and I'll ask for any questions from the board.
Okay.
Joe Ferrari is an architect, so if you have any building related questions, feel free to ask him. And then any operational questions can be directed to Scott or Dan. Just a brief summary. Project parcel, as you can see up on the screen, top of the plan is the existing conditions, or half of the plan is the proposed conditions. The parcel is just under 5 acres, located at the northeast corner of Hook Road and New York 96. The parcel is within the residential single family zone, as well as within the major thoroughfare and Main Street overlay districts. The project will require a special use permit for the fire station use within the residential. In essence, the reason for the project is the current station number 2 was built in 1974. That's 52 years ago. It's reaching the end of its useful life, and there's a couple of things that Joe will touch on. Just some things that the building is no longer in compliance with code. Such as the National Fire Protection, International Code Council, and New York State Building and Energy Code. As far as building improvements, I'll let Joe Ferrari over those.
Okay.
My name is Joe Ferrari. I'm a licensed architect with MRB Group. Some of the building improvements include about 3,800 square feet of renovations to the existing building. About a quarter of the front, half of the existing building torn off, and then that's where the new addition will be located. The new addition total footprint is about 12,800 square feet. The entire building at the end of the day will be about 18,000. The building at its highest point will be approximately 32 feet tall, and some of the features that it will include are a large apparatus bay with 4 pull-through garage doors, one on either side. East and west elevations. It'll have a dedicated decontamination suite, which is something that is lacking in the existing facility and will help to improve responder health and wellness. 4 bunk rooms for overnight stays in the event of a significant weather event. It allows the station to be staffed at all times and be able to provide a response to the community. And a large community room for use by the association and the public that can also be converted into a warming shelter, again, in the event of a significant weather event. A few years ago, where got forced the fire department to kind of house some people. So our thought is, let's try to provide a space. So we'll get into the website.
John, if you could you skip to C102? Thank you. As far as the proposed site improvements, as you'll see, we've got separated drive lanes. That's really critical for safety, site circulation, delineates between public traffic and then fire emergency traffic. The driveway that's the furthest plane right is entrance only for responding firefighters. The central driveway that's wide will be an exit only for 4 apparatus bays. Then the farthest plane left driveway will be in and out. We have dedicated some parking spaces over on that far right drive. First responders, so they can pull right in, run through the garage, get their gear on, and then get in the truck. So, we've also maximized the parking at the rear of the building. Add some more, a little bit. There's also a dedicated Mercy Flight landing zone that's really just an open area in the grass field. That was something that the Fire Association asked that we consider. Some lighting and landscaping improvements throughout the site, and as well as some, we actually are proposing geothermal wells for. We are also considering some things for the future. Those include the EV charging station, land bank parking, also space for that garage that we had right side of the building. As far as operations of Station 2, they will generally remain the same, being a fire station primarily, but with some of those things that Joe mentioned, can also be used as a public space for blood drives, fundraisers, public voting, firefighter recruitment events, as well as the housing people for temporary stay. As far as town and county comments so far, I received some initial comments from Aaron Bissell, very minor, and then from the Ontario County Engineer record, he didn't have any client comments. So
Yeah, I was going to say the Ontario County Planning Department's providing an engineer for us.
Yeah, and he reviewed plan this way.
Okay. All right.
Oh, we have, if you
That's good. Yeah, because tonight all we're doing basically is seeker and going from there. Okay, Ron, you have any comments?
Yeah, this project is the top priority project in the county's all hazard mitigation plan for the town of Farmington. It accomplishes 2 important but related components. One is improving the safety standards for firefighters and equipment. The other one is providing a facility for weather-related incidences where people need warming places to stay during power outages, both of which are recognized as important FEMA projects. We will be looking at the detailed designs for the project during the coming weeks, preparing the parts 2 and 3 for your review, and moving to completion of the process here early, probably in April, to move this thing along. They're currently waiting on a grant application, and I wish them all the luck in the world on getting that.
Perfect.
It's been a pleasure working with these guys, and all I say, guys, is you've come a long ways from that pole barn down there at Beaver Creek in County Road 41 years ago. So hats off to you, and let's hope this next 50 years we don't have to make major repairs here to this facility. Long overdue.
Good. Thank
I'll
you.
shut up. I'll shut up.
Save your voice, Ron. Save your voice. You might need it later. Paula,
I don't have anything additional.
Lance,
I don't think you need anything
Yeah.
from me on this.
obviously fire, nothing else from you guys. This is a public hearing. Anyone have any comments? Additional comments? It's like everybody in the room is on a different project, so. Anybody else, anybody online have any comments on this application? Okay, Regina. Adrian, Doug. Tim, okay. All right, so what we have here is a seeker designation. This resolution designates us as lead agency and directs staff to provide part twos and to prepare the part twos and threes for us. So do I have a motion to waive the reading and approve this resolution as presented? Moved by Adrian, seconded by Doug. Any other comments? Clerk, take a roll call vote, please.
Aye. Doug Beek. Aye. Regina Souza. Aye. Adrian Velez. Aye. And Tom Inger.
Aye. Okay. You got the next step. We'll see you April 1st.
Good, thank you.
Go into the public hearing. We'll do the part twos and threes. We'll approve those and get moving forward.
Good, thank you.
Okay? All right, thank you. Okay, next item up is PB 0507-21. The Costas Engineering on behalf of Union Crossing Development. There he is. This is the extension request.
Evening.
Evening, Mike.
Mike Montalto with Costas Engineering. Here this evening, on behalf of Union Crossing LLC.
Yep.
Requesting an extension of, 1-year extension of our site plan approvals due to economic conditions outlined, before you 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Presented a position,
Mhm.
no change.
Okay.
Leave, formalize on.
Perfect. And Ron's created a resolution that does just that. So, Ron, comment?
No, I'm good to go. Thank you.
Thank you. Paula,
You go.
Lance,
I have no comment.
Fire, Board? Okay. We have a resolution here. I assume you've seen it, you're okay, but I have a resolution here extending this 1 year. And best of luck with that. Hope that works for you. Do I have a motion to waive reading and approve that resolution as presented? Motion by Tim, seconded by Adrian. Any other comments? Clerk, take a roll call vote, please.
Doug Beek.
Aye.
Regina Souza. Aye. Adrian Velez. Aye. Tom Inger.
Aye. Okay, thank you very much, Mike. Best of luck on that, and I hope you, we don't see you next year, but, which means everything's going good for you.
Thanks.
All right. Next item up is PB 2026-0301 Virtual Church. This is the preliminary site plan application on this one. So let's talk about this one. Oh, we did that. Huh? Oh, let me see here what we have here. Oh, I'm sorry. This is to determine if it's complete or not. Sorry. I was ahead of myself.
Was happy for a second.
Yeah, you're not that lucky.
Good evening, I'm Brennan Marks, Marks Engineering, representing Mr. Minister Samuel. Yeah, we're just here tonight for a completed application.
Yep.
And, nothing's changed in the plans, still a single family house replacing an existing single family house, so.
Okay. All right, Ron?
No, we're ready to go on this one as well.
Okay, cool. Paula?
I have nothing additional.
Lance?
As well.
Nothing
No,
from
nothing.
fire? Okay, board? Okay, you've seen the resolution, it's just, it's complete, we're good to go. Let's see, when are we doing the public hearing? April first? April first, public hearing will start April first. Okay, do I have a motion to waive the reading and approve this resolution as presented? Moved by Regina, seconded by Doug. Any other comments? Clerk, take a roll call vote, please.
DeLucia. Aye. Doug Beats. Aye. Gina Souza. Adrian Velez. Clevenger.
Aye. Okay, thank you very much. You're good to go. We'll see you back April first. Next item up, PB 2026-0303, Adrian Bellis and the proposed 4,320 square foot private garage. With a height of 25 feet. Adrian, tell us what's going on here. Again, this is a resolution that says we start the seeker and get this thing rolling, it's complete, and turn it over to zoning board, right? You've got two requests for the zoning board, one for the size of the building to determine if this is the smallest size required to meet your needs, and the second one is for the height. Okay, and a couple things that we need to certainly talk about too when it comes to the site plan will be location of where it sits on the property. Is there a way to kind of, what's the right word, to make it less conspicuous maybe, moving it over a little bit, but we can talk about that. And then you're using this for your private garage. Okay. Ron, anything?
No, the resolution is good to go as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, since you wrote it, I hope so. Paula?
I don't have anything additional.
Right, and Lance?
Yeah, I have a lot of comments on this one. No, I'm joking. I had nothing. Very good.
Fire?
The only thing I would like to know about is the driveway going back to that facility in case we have to get a 20,000 pound truck back there. Is this driveway gonna hold it?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, all the way from the road, all the way back.
That's a launch.
Be able to handle a tanker and stuff like that.
Yes.
Okay, so you'll need to obviously do that once it gets to site plan, but first you gotta get through zoning anyway, so. Okay, so with that, board, any comments?
Thank you.
All right, do I have a motion to waive the reading and approve this resolution as presented? Moved by Doug, seconded by Regina. Any other comments? Clerk, take a roll call vote, please.
DeLucia. Aye. Doug Beats.
Aye.
Gina Souza. Ed Henry.
Aye. Okay, go back up. Next item up is sketch plan conference for the Laviano project on Alpha 332. Somebody want to come up and just tell us what's going on? This is just a sketch plan. Talk about it. I know we talked about this years ago. Yeah, a couple. But once we look at the plan, it goes, oh, I remember all of that.
So I've had some conversations about back on track and moving ahead with this project.
Uh-huh.
Thanks for your time again tonight. It's good to see some familiar faces, new faces, but Ron, where do we go from here? What do you need me to?
Just kind of tell us what you're doing and why you're doing it, and make sure that you've got a room set in the aging facility for Ron and I.
Well, it's about an 85-acre mixed-use project in San Jose.
Mhm.
It's a variety of different uses. We have some luxury townhomes, luxury apartments, some commercial space, office space, potential spot for a new post office location, assisted living, memory care facility, new plaza to the south. Originally was a coffee shop. So right now, that's our best plans to what we're looking at. Obviously, a multi-phase project, several years. It's already been several years, so.
Okay. Again, this is not much different than what you had the last time.
We incorporated some changes that some feedback that we got from the town board.
Yeah.
Years ago. terms of, height of a couple of the buildings, unit counts, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But for the most part, the feedback that we got at the time was that this was,
Right.
desirable plan.
Since we've got the fire department, are you guys still thinking about a location there in the backside of that?
No, not with us building a new station.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought, sir.
You're welcome
I
to
just
plans.
wanted to clarify it. That can probably be reallocated there. Okay, Ron?
Yes, this project was before the town board a few years back, and it led to the donation of the railroad bed to the town for the use of the Auburn Trail Extension Project. In addition, the design led to the cooperation of 7 different property owners in that area coming together, kind of a miracle, if you ask me, to agree on an alignment for the first section of Carmen's Way to connect with Ivory Drive and provide a meaningful outlet to the Auburn, or to the subdivision project over there, Auburn Meadows. So, unlike a lot of incentive zoning projects, we've already received 2 amenities for this project that hasn't even dug a shovel in the ground yet. So Rob is before you tonight, as the town board would like to hear from the planning board on the comments that you received tonight, so that they can proceed with the information from the PRC meeting earlier this month to hopefully move this project forward for the incentive rezoning that the applicant is seeking.
Okay, thank you, Ron. Holland?
I have nothing additional.
Lance?
Yeah, so obviously it's still early in the process, but MRB
Yes.
Group is working with the town. One of the biggest issues with this location is gonna be sewer. 332, as you guys understand, has some capacity issues to the point where we're not really able to connect anything more to it. Hathaway Corners, when they came in, had to run the sewer line down to Perez Drive, and then we tapped into from there to the trunk line, which has the capacity. So our goal is to find ways to get to the trunk line. For a project like this, just conceptually, working with Bill and our sewer team, one option could be crossing 332 at your furthest southwest entrance location. There's a tap over in that area that we could probably tie into. It's 12 inches. That would give us the capacity, and that would run to the trunk line. Another option could be replacing a portion along 332, bringing it up to Hathaway Corner, being that it is an incentive zoning project. That might be something the town wants to consider along this process. The other one is we can get connection into Auburn Meadows. Auburn Meadows has a 12-inch lane that's inside of their site. That might be a way to us to divert some of the runoff, or excuse me, the sewer from the site. Probably one of the more preferred options is finding a way across the land that separates you guys from Hathaway Corners. Carmen's Drive entrance is over there. There's a stub for a 12-inch in that location as well, and that goes to the transmission, or the trunk line as well. So the good thing is that there's locations for us to connect to. We obviously have to work through those options with the town to figure out which direction the town wants to go.
Perfect.
One other thing that we have to think about as part of this is, obviously, depending on the grade of his site, it may have to go 2 different directions. We might have to split it up. And we have Cobblestone, which is sitting there. They came to us late last year, summertime last year, with a fairly large conceptual plan as well. And they're going to have the same problem. So one of the solutions for this project might be a solution for her project as well, if there's even a project. So just something for us to think about, something that we'll present to the town as we go through this process.
There seems to be a lot of stormwater retention ponds in the area, on the map anyway, so
Did I
That's okay. I mean, it's what's
Yeah.
gotta be done, it's gotta be done.
Storm, and I meant, if I said storm, I meant to say sewer,
Yeah,
sanitary sewer.
okay, all right. Fire, anything? A little early, I know, it's sketch plan, but,
Well, now's the time to start it.
yep,
Turning radiuses for our big truck.
yeah,
We need to be able to get that truck in there because that's our ladder. And if we
Yeah.
can't make turns in there, there's no sense.
Well, hang out for a few minutes, I'll give you the number.
That'd be great, I can find that, sure.
yeah. One of my concerns would be the turn going into that, the senior care facility.
How big is that? How big are you looking to have that? Like how many stories?
For the senior, probably 2.
Yeah, it's not super tall, but, just getting in there. I don't know, you'll have to look at it and see. Okay, with that, board, anybody have any comments, Tim? Doug? Yep, Adrian? Regina? This is probably the first time Regina's seen that. For sure, I mean, even Tim, I don't know if you saw this the original first time. Probably it was 3 of us did. Of course, we've been here forever, so. So with that, I mean, we appreciate this and, certainly when you get to the next level and were there thoughts of actually building something anytime soon or
I wouldn't say not an immediate nature, it's.
still a couple years out?
Yeah,
Okay,
I want to get the plan revised and refined so that we're.
okay, perfect. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Talk to you later. Thank you very much. Yep. Okay, sketch plans over. Okay, other board actions, nothing. Open discussions, Ron, with your voice, you don't have to tell us too much.
I know you've been waiting for this for a long time.
The only person better at having laryngitis than that is me. Go ahead. Yeah, Dan Pop.
I just want you to read through that moratoria issue
Yes.
article that I sent out to you.
Yep.
It was sent to the zoning board as well and to
Uh-huh.
the town board. We will be drafting a local law when I get back to work. Probably won't be back until Monday, but
Right.
hang in there. That's all I have for now.
Okay. Paula.
I don't have too much. I mean, we have our new fire marshal started in the office. and
Yep.
We have another interview, we have an interview for another code officer and a second interview for another clerical staff.
Okay, good. All right, Lance,
I don't have anything. I'm good.
fire,
Nothing.
anything from the public in general? Additional comments? All right, let's get to the board. Yeah?
One thing I had is just following up on the outdoor storage at the facility on Colette. So I know you got back, so reach out to them and see where that stands. Because it looks like there's even more stuff out there now from this past meeting.
Yeah. There's a lot out there.
Thank you.
Adrian? Regina? The other thing is there are 2 vehicles parked in front of, Electric Car Corner with wraps on them, which we have always taken in the past, those to be signage really. But they both have for sale signs in them. They're actually cars for sale. You take the wraps off, so technically it's okay. They're cars for sale. They are seeing some issues with sales over there since they moved from 332 over to 96, so. I just wanted you to know, it was discussed with the code officer. Other than that, pretty basic stuff going on. Anybody have anything else? Motion adjourned by Adrian, seconded by Regina. All in favor? Aye, all right. Thank you very much, folks.